Hi, everybody. We are getting ready to run some Lost Mines and the Mad Mage. Dungeons, dude. I'm out of it. Fuck my life. Yeah, so we're gonna do some stuff here with Dungeons and Dragons. Welcome to the fucking game. Jesus Christ. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the game.
Boo.
Would someone like to give us a rundown of what's happening and where we're at?
It's been a hot minute, dude.
So I think we had taken Jeremiah back to the Angry Coxswain, met his mom, who's, I think you referred to her as a whore. Uh, I think Snow called her a sex worker. Details aside, Thoros offered her a path out through accounting. She's get some quotes on that. We're looking for Jeremiah's friend and found him. He is on a ship of Lord's Alliance in the harbor heading out to sea, and Zen and I had just landed aboard the ship to talk with him. But I probably missed a lot.
Sorry, you just what? A ship?
Zen and I just landed on the ship to talk with him, as I recall.
Talk with who again? Julian's right. It's been a hot minute, and I lost my notes.
So it's the other kid that there were two kids that were involved with the sea hag. One that we rescued Jeremiah and his friend was the other one that I thought was dead. Found out he wasn't dead. Somehow ended up on a ship with Lord's Alliance. Couldn't tell you how. But the kid's basically taken off on his own. And Zen and I flew out of the ship to talk with him.
Right. Okay, it's coming back to me now. Sorry, it's also early for me. Or rather, I just woke up. I was up late. A moment.
My boy, it is 2:00 p.m.
Dude, I'm a night owl. Even when I was a kid, I couldn't fucking fall asleep until at least 4 in the morning minimum.
Maybe you should try masturbating before bed. Always works for me.
Good thing it's an 18+ stream.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go into details about my sex life between me and my hand, but nah, doesn't work.
It could be mine.
What the fuck?
That's
Oh
a
my
friend.
God.
A helping
Okay.
hand, as it were.
That's what friends are for, dude. It's about the stranger jerk.
There you go.
Oh my God. Okay. Like I gotta turn.
Dear Lord, we're getting married.
I know. The fuck is wrong with you?
I think Lauren condones me helping my friends out when they need it.
This is getting too weird.
Yeah, holy shit. She's not used to this, man.
Are you joking? She lives with me, bro.
All right. And what was Relira and I almost called you Spoonbreaker, Junto doing? Anybody remember that? I didn't have time to go back. I usually watch the last like 15 minutes of the video before stream, but I did not have time today.
I think
Wonder why that is.
I think they're quietly joining us, but we're surprisingly quiet last session. So I think they were with us.
All right. Yeah. So as you guys board and you would talk to the boy. Holy fuck! I should have got up earlier and watched the stream. And you'd already talked to him, right? And you guys were done the conversation, I believe.
Were we? I'll take your word for it. I think. Oh, that's right. I think he wanted to leave because he wasn't happy with his lot in life.
Yeah, it was his lot in life, and I mean, getting attacked by a sea hag and getting away is a little bit of a traumatizing event. Kind of doesn't want you. Kind of makes you not want to stay where you are. I believe that's where we were. I think you guys were going to go back to the place and talk to her, to the mother.
I think we were still talking with the kid because I was basically going to tell him just write your mom a letter, let her know you're okay, let her know you're coming back when you make your money, and don't be an
Okay.
asshole about it.
Oh, that's right. Because you guys had. Okay. Yeah. No. God, I'm a horrible DM. I don't remember shit.
Tell us something new, dog.
Wow.
Feel the love.
This man.
You're the best DM I've ever had.
You motherfucker.
Is he also the only DM you've ever had?
I sure am. Wow. I almost said he sure
Nice.
is. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, he's basically told you that he has no inclination to go home. So we'll pick up there.
Cool. Thoros will tell him, look, you're old enough to make your own decision, but do right by your mom. She's done right by you thus far. She's kept you alive. Write her a letter. We've got pen and paper. Let her know that you're alive, that you're with someone who's good, and that you're going to make your way in the world, and that you'll come back and see her when you can.
That's right. He's with Silidar on a Lord's Alliance ship. I remember that now. Okay. Well, he, if I remember correctly, Silidar was present during this conversation as well, which is when he realized that the guy was going under a false name.
Correct.
He kind of hums and haws about it. I don't know, maybe it's better she thinks I'm dead. But Silidar speaks up and kind of cuffs him on the back of the head. You're going to be writing your mother a letter now. And maybe I'll overlook the fact you gave us a false name when you signed up. He kind of looks a little sheepish. And he nods to you, Thoros. Puts his hand out for some ink and paper.
I will give him ink and paper.
He goes over to a railing and he holds the ink pot, but he kind of places the paper on the edge and he begins to write a letter. After a few moments, he comes back. Silidar puts his hand out for the letter. The boy has already made sure the ink was dry and folded it. He kind of looks sheepishly at Silidar and then you. And Silidar's face, excuse me, grows more stern. So he hands him the letter. Silidar opens it and reads it. Looks at the boy and nods. Holds it back up and hands it to you, Thoros. I assume that I can count on you all to hand this over to the mother, yes?
I'll see that she gets it.
He says, thank you. And he asks, you all can disembark now, as he also must disembark. Seems you have caught them just as they were about to leave.
Okay, then we will disembark and, if everyone's up for it, head back to the Angry Coxswain.
Fuck yeah, let's get some drinks.
As Junto might say, I'm down to clown.
That's not what usually Junto is down to do, but I don't know you that well to say it, so I'll just leave the joke there because I
Been
know
saying it a
Junto.
lot.
Much respect, ma'am.
All right, and I'm just looking to see if the name was a place I made up or if it's an actual spot on the map. Okay, it's a place I made up. I believe it was down in this area, was it not? Okay, why can't I ping now? Oh, there we go. I forgot. Double click, right. So as you guys head back, I think it's probably getting around like 10 a.m. or so. You walk in and you see Jeremiah behind the bar. He nods at you as you enter.
Nod back and ask him, "Is your friend's mom around?" Because I forget her name.
Shit, Jeremiah was the name of the kid, not the bartender.
Yeah,
Right?
correct.
Yes. She's a little preoccupied, though. Um,
We'll wait.
Very well.
I might as well have some drinks. First round's on me.
Yeah, Jeremiah pours the drinks. You guys sit around for probably about half an hour. Eventually a rather weathered sailor emerges from the room you know to be boy's mother. A rather weathered sailor exits, comes down the stairs, and after about another minute or two, the mother comes back out, brushing her hair and kind of putting her shoulder strap to her dress back on.
So we found your son, and he's in good shape. And he sends us with this letter and his regards. And I'll hand her the letter.
And she will take it. As she opens it and begins to read, says, "This is his handwriting." And as she continues to read it, a tear forms and slowly rolls down the cheek. And she tries to wipe it away gently to not mess up her makeup. Thank you. Thank you so much. Look, I don't have much, but she takes a necklace off from around her neck. And she goes to hand it to you.
Thanks. And I'll hand it over to Zin to later sell and pull to the party.
Zin is going to take it, look at it, and then look at her, and then lean over to you and whisper, "Should we maybe let her keep it? I mean, it wasn't a hard job."
Does the necklace have any particular traits, ma'am, or is it just regular jewelry?
Oh, it's just jewelry.
Uh,
It was my mother's.
oh, come on, Savage. Dick.
I'm just trying to
Uh,
roll. I'm just trying to role play what I
I'm just
think
messing with
Zin
you.
would have done.
I'm just messing with you, bro. I'll hold the necklace up and look at Jinto and Relira and shrug.
Really, you don't mind? I mean, you did find my son.
Call it even. We're good.
Look, you got it bad enough here. I think you should just take the dub.
She says, well, I greatly appreciate it. I could repay a couple of you in a different way at some point if you'd like.
Wow. Wow.
I'm flattered by your kind offer, but I believe I'll pass.
You're lost, big boy. With that, you hear the owner with his eye patch come back out from the back room. A man follows him. Excuse me, you have another customer. Oh, okay. Thank you again. I must get back to work.
Cheers. Well, where to, gang?
Zin and Ray both say that they got some stuff they want to do at the inn, so whatever you guys want to do for the day, they'll probably catch up with you either in the evening or tomorrow morning.
Fair enough.
So you have a whole wide city. There's some exploration you can do. You want to just wander streets until you find something interesting. Anything like that.
I'm not opposed to a little wandering.
Sure. Which section of the city would you like to head to in your wandering?
The dangerous side.
Bro, you're at the docks. There is no actually, I guess there is a more dangerous side. This spot way up here in the east side is the City of the Dead.
Where? Could you ping again? I can't see your ping. Oh, there it is.
But I mean, there's nothing there. It's a massive graveyard that is filled with undead on a pretty regular basis.
Well, that doesn't sound very enticing.
Yeah, we could always grab shovels and make a day of
Jesus Christ.
it.
I'll go grave robbing?
I just like to think of it as proactive archaeology.
I mean, what do you mean there's no dangerous part of the city? Look how fucking big this place is, dude. You think there aren't poor people here?
Yeah, you're at the docks. You were at the most dangerous part of the city.
God damn it, these fucking pussies.
You could always punch the innkeeper in the face.
I don't know if I want to start a fight.
Yeah, by all means, go ahead. Go in on Durnan. I dare you.
Not a chance.
Yeah, like I'm not down to start a fight, but I'm down to join in a fight, you know?
All
For the
right.
first time in a long time, I don't have a plan.
I do. I just got to find a good point to actually put it in. All right. So you guys decide to take a walk just along this main stretch down here. Watch the ships come in and out.
Sitting on the dock of the bay. I can't be the only one that old. Come on.
I would like... We're going to do one at a time, but everybody's going to make me a wisdom save. And we are going to start with Thoros.
Yeah, I got no idea.
What are we doing right now? Sorry, I was trying to help Lauren with something.
Believe Lauren is now going to make her wisdom save. You guys are just walking
Sure.
down the docks and watching the ships go in and out, taking a look, see what's all in this area. You guys haven't really spent much time down here.
So he knows what's up.
Rip.
Okay, I know I have a stat block for it. Where the fuck is it? There it is.
As long as it's not a banshee.
That was a pretty nasty fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, dude.
I mean, honestly, you guys did really well. That wasn't even a regular banshee. That was an ancient banshee.
Well, I'm flattered at your confidence in us.
There we go. Making sure she has the spell I'm trying to cast. All right. Here. Relira, as you all are walking this dock, you're the only one who seems to notice. It felt like there was some sort of eyes staring at you. However, as this feeling of somebody watching you quickly fades, you look between your two allies and there seems to be no change in their demeanor.
Am I supposed to say something? I heard you say I look between my two allies and I notice there's eyes on us.
That's up to you. I was moving some shit around, so I mean, if you got nothing to say or you don't want to mention it to them,
Yeah, I'll kind of give them a glance and whisper, I don't think I think we've been noticed.
I'll casually unshoulder my halberd. Because that's totally natural in town.
being make it look nonchalant, you know.
Yeah.
Pull it out, you know. Maybe you're oiling up the blade, sharpening it, you know. Not a big deal.
Junta's gonna just kind of perk his ears up.
You all can give me a perception. Excuse me.
Rip Thoros, dude.
Dude, it's one of those days, 2 for 2.
Okay. Strange enough, you guys don't really see anybody paying attention to you. So you guys want to get up and move, or you want to sit on the docks a little longer?
Well, from what Lyra's told us, I say we move.
Cool. What direction? So we'll
Where are
say
we?
we'll say you're probably down at this dock. The long dock, but most of the ships are gone, so it was prime real estate for kind of sitting and watching the ships go in.
Y'all feel
Did we
okay?
ever figure out? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
Did we ever figure out the meanings of all of those magical items we acquired a while back?
Yes, last session, you guys went to Bob, Arcane Bob.
And I'm like 99% sure I added the uh, rapier, and I also alphabetized your stuff. I apologize. I'm OCD. I'll put it back if you want.
No, thank you.
Huh? So, yep, you've got whatever magic items you were of a mind to.
Yeah, and you could have attuned to them last night as well. So whatever you wanted out of that list of what they got. And I think you guys oops. I think you guys were waiting to sell items until everybody took what they wanted, if I remember correctly.
We were, except for my dumb ass, which got short-conned into selling something for less than it was worth. And I'm still salty about it, Savage.
I mean, he's a regular jeweler. He didn't actually know, there was magic from it, to be fair.
Yeah, that's true. I'm mad at myself more than you, so it's cool.
But
It was a dumb move on my part.
tried an infinite money glitch. Work out.
Burnt.
Yeah. But hey, you can always make your own jewelry too. Anyways, so you guys are down there. Where would you guys like to head? You're gonna try to move.
Northeast?
Sure. Begin to move northeast, and I mean, none of you are really the kind of bipedal creatures who normally inhabit here, especially you, Thoros. So you draw some eyes, but nobody really tries to mess with you or talk to you. You do come upon, however, an argument in an alleyway. You hear the words being exchanged between two men. You wish to continue on, or do you want to stop and listen?
Can we hear roughly what they're talking about without pausing over long? Or do we have to actually pause and stop and become involved to hear what they're saying?
This is not what we
I'm
agreed to.
nosy.
All right.
But it is sort of what we agreed to. It is not what we agreed to. I want my money back. Can't do that. Don't have it. The arguing continues, and the one asking for his money back punches the other, lays him out flat, begins to search him. Are you letting it happen, or do you want to do something?
So one guy is searching another guy because he thinks that he has his money that he wants back.
Yep. He knocked him out flat. One punch to the jaw. Now he's searching him.
Was there any difference in their size or their abilities that we could tell?
Uh, the one who got knocked out looked rather lithe, kind of small, thin. The other one was rather muscular. Probably about 8 feet tall. The one on the ground is maybe 5'8".
This 8 foot tall thing, is it human?
It seems that way.
Holy shit. Any thoughts, y'all?
How close is he?
They're about 30 feet down the alley.
They're looking at us, right?
Nope. The one is unconscious, and the other is paying you no mind as he is searching the unconscious man.
I mean, pretty weird.
Sounds like a business dispute going awry.
Well, what do you want to do?
Can we just like keep paying attention and see what happens?
Sure. After a few moments, the tall man pulls something off this unconscious man, and he pockets it. You guys can give me, from 30 feet away, say an investigation. You know what? He's not really trying to hide it. Give me a straight roll. All three of you can. Oros, it is not your day, my guy.
Yikes. Hell yeah.
Earlier's got us covered.
Junto, you see it looks like a small leather bag. Relira, you are well aware that this is a coin purse. However, he takes something else off, which although he wasn't trying to hide, it was kind of on the other side with his other hand, so you're the only one who noticed that. A little bit of a larger bag at his side. He stands up and starts to walk away, the opposite direction of you guys. He hasn't even really seemed to notice you.
I mean, I feel like if there's gonna be a time we do something, this is the time right now. Because
Let's do it.
right.
You there, stop.
Wait. I
Oh,
think
okay.
I think I can do this by like being
Oh,
invisible and going over there or something.
that's smarter.
Sure, what do you got?
Yeah, so I have a ring of invisibility, so I could put that on and uh teletransport myself over there and honestly just swipe the thing and teletransport myself back to my friends. I don't know.
Okay, so Ring of Invisibility. Okay. Yeah, you You activate your ring of invisibility, and the two of you watch Relira suddenly disappear. And don't hear anything. However, Relira, as you teleport towards him, now he's already been walking, so you're about 15 feet behind him. And at this point, you watch this 8-foot man suddenly shrink down. He's now about 5 feet tall instead of 8. He's no longer muscular. He looks like an average short man. You hear him shout, "Son of a bitch!" as he continues to walk. What do you want to do?
Am I familiar with anything regarding to this shrinking size condition?
Give me an Arcana. Jesus.
It is on fire.
Barillo, you've seen something similar to this before, and there's 2 ways to attain this. One of which is a spell, Enlarge Reduce. The other is a potion, which is called the Potion of Enlarge. What this normally does is when the spell is cast and the potion is drank, they grow much larger and often become a little stronger. And judging by how he suddenly just shrunk down, the effects probably wore off.
Interesting.
But he is continuing to walk.
Yeah, I mean, I am a thief, and I think I'd just I'm pretty curious what this thing is that he has, so I think I'd just like to, yeah, with the transport thing, I can just go up to 30 feet to be where he is and
How often a day can you
sneakily,
do that?
I think 3 times.
Okay, so this will be your second use of it?
Or, well, the first time, okay, I see. So I just didn't arrive where he
Yeah,
was.
because by the time
Uh,
when you teleported, you were 15 feet behind him. Like after you finish your teleport, so you still got about 15 feet to go to catch up to him. But he's continuing to walk.
I see. Um, yeah, yeah, or I can run up to him.
Well, which would you like to do?
I can do,
You want to teleport, or you want to try and sneak up behind him?
I'll just run up behind him.
Okay. You need to give me a stealth so he doesn't hear you. Unless you're not trying to be stealthy. I know you're invisible, but your feet will still make
Okay,
sound.
got it. Okay.
But there are boots that'll fix that, just FYI.
A 12. Okay. You are invisible, so you have advantage, by the way. Sorry, so roll again. $24. He does not hear you as you sneak up behind him. You are on his tail at this point. What would you like to do?
I want to swipe the things you took off the body.
All right. You need to give me a sleight of hand for each. Damn. Yeah,
Have some mercies on my side.
you cut the one string. However, the other string is not. You are unable to cut it. So you take to kind of walking next to him very quietly and nimbly undo the string that he tied around his belt. You as it starts to fall, you catch it before it hits the ground, and he is none the wiser. He continues to walk.
How many feet am I away from my friends?
At this time, probably about 60.
Okay. Um, yeah, I'll just walk back to them.
All right. Are you trying to do it sneakily?
Yeah.
Give me another stealth.
Actually, I feel nervous. I think I'm gonna feel nervous, and so I'll teletransport the 30 feet first to be out of sound distance and walk the rest of the way.
Okay.
Did I still roll the stealth?
Yes. But advantage still, so. As you disappear from that spot and reappear 30 feet back down the alley towards your friends, he pauses for a moment. And then he kind of shrugs his shoulders and just moves on. But you get back to your friends, past the man who was lying unconscious.
Nicely done.
He's no longer lying there.
Oh no, he's still there. He's still unconscious.
Okay.
But you get past him and get back to your friends. What do you want to do now?
Yeah, if there's like a corner that we can go around to or something so that, we won't be seen and I can take a look at what's there. I'd like to do that.
Yeah, we're gonna say you guys are about here. This is the alleyway the man left, and he headed north. So you get back down to this alley, or sorry, back out of the alley and onto the main street. Are you
All right.
removing your invisibility?
No, I'll actually take a look at it before I remove the invisibility because what I hold is invisible too.
Sure. You open it up, and there is about 15 gold in the one bag. And as you open the other bag, it seems to be bottomless. As you look in, all you can see is black.
Do I know what this means?
Oh, you do. You have one. This is a bag of holding.
Ah, okay.
You also know how it works. Turn it inside out, everything inside will fall out.
uh,
And become
yeah, I
visible to
see.
spot.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess I will put these things, in my kind of pocket or somewhere away and become visible again and
I would
let my
like
friends
you to
know
give me another Arcana,
what I
please.
found. Okay.
No.
Do do you have advantage?
Oh yes, I forgot to take it off.
So it's a 10?
You tell me. I just
Actually, you
took
know
it off.
what? I'll give you the advantage because you have one of these. So this is something you should probably know. You cannot put an extra dimensional space object inside of another one, or it will open a hole into the astral sea and suck you in. An extra dimensional space would be something like a bag of holding. So do not put a bag of holding into a bag of holding.
Can I put it in my pocket or in my chest or something?
Sure, you can.
Cool.
This is
Yeah,
more of
that's what I was trying.
a heads up for later, just in case.
Thank you. Thank you.
But yeah, you
That would have been bad.
you put it in your pocket. You are no longer invisible, and guys, you see Relira. You see Relira rematerialize in front of you.
Thoros is going to jump slightly. God, I never get used to her doing that.
There wasn't much coin there, but there is a bag of holding.
Hmm. Do we want to help the guy that's down, or do we want to help ourselves?
I'm curious what's in there and if you deserve to have it taken from him or not. I don't know if there's a way that we could stealthily take a look and see what's here or communicate with him to figure out what was going on without putting ourselves at risk. Does anyone have thoughts on that?
We could converse with him, but I'm not the most articulate person, or minotaur, as it were. It could very well involve the addition of the city guard, which may or may not be something we want.
Funny you mentioned City Guard. As you guys are discussing this, you see 3 guards. Actually, no, not guards. They are you see 3 men in armor with the water deep colors, blue and gold, walking towards you guys, either side of the alleys. You guys are right here. You see them coming from the north and the south. These particular ones, however, not your normal city guards. Their armor is a shining silvery color. And as they walk down the alley, when the sunlight hits them, you can almost see like what's that? Chromatic? It
Oh,
seems
like
to
a
be.
prism.
Yes. It seems to be shining, and it almost bends and refracts the light around it. As they walk towards you, you can see that they have their shields all out, and they have, each one of them has a pole arm. You can definitely tell that these are not normal guards. These are more like a royal guard. And they seem to be looking directly at you.
I'll wave. Good day. How can we help?
They both converge on you about the same time. And they stop in a very military fashion. Most of the guards are, kind of nonchalant and I mean, they have training, but they're not real military style. But these guards march together in unison. They stop in unison. And the one to the south looks at Relira, and then Junto, and then you, Thoros.
I'll give him a smile. Something wrong, officer?
Each of the guards to the south approach each one of you individually. Each of them holds out a piece of parchment with a wax seal upon it. Looks like an open palm. But they do not say a thing.
So they're just standing there with scrolls open?
I mean, the scrolls aren't open; they're sealed, but they are holding one towards each of you.
Well, I'll take the scroll and read it.
Yeah, same.
You two, Relira?
There's 3 scrolls they're holding out?
Yep, one towards each of you.
Okay. I'm scared. Yeah, I will. I'll take it. But I don't want to open it, honestly. I want to let the boys open it first.
Smart, they explode. No, they don't. Yeah, as the two of you open it, Relira kind of holds hers in her hand and just watches the other two of you open yours. Relira, nothing happens to them. There's words on the parchment. The letters all say the same thing. Lady Silverhand wishes to see you. Guards will escort you.
Sounds like we've just been voluntold.
The guards.
Have we heard it? Have we heard of this lady before?
None
of us have. None of us from the original party.
Her name is well known. She is basically the leader of the Lord's Alliance and Waterdeep. And she's got a very high standing as a wizard.
Wait, we're in the Wildmount universe?
What?
We're in the Wildmount world?
No. When he said original party, he I think he meant like Valorant and
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But she is definitely well known. Like if you hear her name anywhere in the world, you would know who she is probably.
Gotcha. So like the royal family.
I mean, I wouldn't say royal family.
She's a celebrity.
Yeah, she was once an adventurer, a very well-known wizard. She's got many feats of note. And since she is the head of the Lord's Alliance and basically the head of the Waterdeep Council, like she is known.
Shall we?
It is known.
Why would she be interested in us?
The guards have no answer. They remain silent.
I imagine their job is just to serve.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how much they're asking or inviting, as they are compelling.
All right.
I could be wrong.
All right. Well, as you seem to agree, they turn and start to walk. They lead you north. You guys follow this snail street. all the way to 75 is the place where we're going? No. 76. Yes, here.
I'll put my halberd back on my back. I'm not looking to fight the Lord's Alliance.
As they march in unison. 3 behind you and 3 ahead of you. Nothing is said. They just continue on the way. And as you guys pass through the streets, everybody in the streets just gets out of the way. They know that these are not the people to mess with. You guys head up, hit Soothsayer's Way, and walk straight up to Castle Waterdeep. They lead you inside. And you guys can all drag yourselves in. Right about here. As you enter this room, you see that there are quite a few guards, and sitting in the central chair of the Waterdeep Council Chamber sits what seems to be a middle-aged woman. However, the way she holds herself, she's been around a lot longer than you would think. And she says, "Hello."
Hello. You summoned us.
I did. Please, step closer.
She starts to stand, and the 2 guards behind her pull out her chair. She suddenly begins to levitate and comes down the 5 feet or so. Stand before you. Junto and Relia, are you guys moving forward?
Sorry, I was taking notes. What's her name again?
Lady Silverhand. Her full name would be Laryl. I will spell that for you in chat. Now, you all impose a striking figure to a certain degree, somebody not to be messed with, much like the royal guards. However, as you guys approach and she gets closer, you can definitely tell that she has absolutely no fear. She waves away the guards to her side. They don't leave completely, but they step away. There has been a disturbance, I hear, at the Yawning Portal a few days ago. In the dead of night.
We were attacked. Totally unprovoked.
Yes, this is what I hear. However, the perpetrators, though many of them were simple local thieves guild, there were some others that are quite concerning to me. And she looks at Relia and says, "And from what I hear, it sounds like they were after you specifically."
That seems to be the case. Do you know who they are?
I do, but I'd like you to tell me what you know. Why these particular people have entered my city.
They seemed to think I had information, but I'm not sure to what they were referring.
You have no idea.
Can't say I do.
Would you mind if I try something?
What's the vibe I'm getting from her?
Give me an insight. You get the vibe that she is quite protective of her city, and she is very curious about why these particular creatures entered and came after you. It doesn't seem like she's a threat or she wants to hurt you. But
Okay.
if there's a
Some
problem,
bots.
if there's a problem, she has no issue sending you wherever she wants to send you.
Okay. What does this try entail, may I ask?
I wish to delve into your mind. It will not hurt.
I have to uh I don't think I have much of a choice with a wizard as powerful as you, my lady. My mind is yours for the moment, so I appreciate you remaining out of the personal corners.
She chuckles. Oh, my dear, there's always a choice. But, well, if you agree, and she raises one hand to each side of your head, and she begins to cast a spell. As each hand is on either side of your head, her fingers kind of waggle in different symbols. She chants a small, what seems to you probably like gibberish, strange syllables slammed together that have no business being together. You suddenly feel her in your thoughts, and your mind is a jumble for a moment. And suddenly things start to come to the forefront. However, as you begin to relive memories, a wizard bringing you to this plane of existence, being lost in the Shadowfell, or sorry, finding the lost wizard, he brings you here, and a few other things. Really, your eyes are kind of closed as you're seeing all this, but Junto and Boros, you can see Lady Silverhand's face kind of screw up like. You relive strange parts. Even you start to feel like something is wrong. Not with the casting of the spell, but these memories. Something is off about them. and as the spell fades, you kind of like snap back to reality and something is not right. And she kind of lowers her head a little bit, hand on the chin. Used to be thinking, all right, so first, it really seems like you have no idea what creatures were after, and apparently do not know they are either. I shall shed some light on this for you. Those strange creatures, they are called Auric. They are a secret, quote-unquote, secret society of mages who seek dark magics and forbidden knowledge. They are coming after you specifically. You have something they want to know, or at least they think you do. However, as I delve into your memories, I see inconsistency. Your memory has been changed. What you believe you remember is not the correct events. She says, let me try something else. Please, if you'll follow me. And she leads you guys over to this table here. She turns out the furthest chair. And the two of you who are not involved in this particular thing, you may do what you wish. Stand where you want or sit where you want. She says, please, have a seat. And she pulls out the chair and turns it out to the side. Junto, are you really good to go sit in a counselor chair?
I mean, you said sit, she said sit where you'd like.
Go for the big one, dude.
You know, I didn't go for her chair.
Love it.
She's not using it.
The two guards move towards you. Please, sir.
I
Back
think
down.
Juta's got to make friends with them.
Stand next to these two, and I'll hang out with them against the wall.
No, sir, please. Back down into the lower area. This place is not for you.
Junto's gonna do a gigantic backflip to the ground floor.
You are very quiet at the moment, sir.
Junto's gonna do a gigantic backflip.
Thoros is going to yell out, definitely 9-9.
I'd like to ask the lady a question.
Yes, by all means.
I'd like to say, if these, you know, secretive beings are after some dark knowledge within me, am I not perhaps safer without that information?
She ponders your question for a moment as she leans on the table. Yes and no. Yes, because whatever they want that you apparently do not know, it is good that you don't remember this knowledge. However, the problem being that they will not stop coming after you. They will not stop coming into the city. They will not stop hunting you until they get what you want. And they will find a way to break whatever this is. I am not trying to find that knowledge. although it would be helpful to know exactly what it is they are after. I am trying to discern how your memory has been modified.
I'm certainly curious about that as well. Please.
As you sit before her, she kind of she takes a step back. And she begins to cast a spell. Cast. Uh, she begins to cast a spell magic. And as soon as she begins to cast it, you can physically and audibly hear the magic fizzle out, much like it was counterspelled. Another look of confusion crosses her face. So then she uses another spell. And as she looks you over, she looks down and notices your spiked armband. My dear, do you mind if I try to remove that from you? As she points at the spiked armband.
That should be all right.
She reaches down, and as she tries to unbuckle the clasp that is on it, as soon as she starts to touch the clasp, lightning shoots from it, wreathed in shadow. It hits her, and it sends her flying. She lands 35 feet away. And as she hits, this happens, and she hits the ground, all the guards immediately rush over and draw their weapons. But she quickly puts her hand up to tell them to back up. And yeah, she will take your hand as you lift her back up. I was unable to detect the trap. She comes over and she casts a spell over you. Says, you are protected from elements. Please try and remove that. Are you going to try to remove it?
To try to remove the thing from my wrist?
Yeah.
After what just happened to you, must I?
She says, don't worry. Now that I know that that is there, I have put a protection on you.
Okay, here it goes.
As
Really,
you attempt to force your hand over to take it off, you can't. Your hand will not move towards it.
Huh, that's odd.
Anytime, dear. She kind of chuckles. You are safe. Go ahead, remove it.
That's what's odd. I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
It's as if my arm won't go in that direction.
Like you're telling your arm, your hand to unlock it and it will not even move towards it?
That's right.
She says, well, I'll try one more thing. and she starts to cast another spell. You all can do a Arcana check if you wish. God damn, Relira's on fire today.
Yep.
She is using a dispel magic. And as she begins to try this once again, you watch as the magic fizzles out. Whoever put this on you is very, very powerful. I think that is what has changed your memories. Or at least what is keeping your memories from being restored. As she kind of like picks your arm up to take a look at it without actually touching the spiked bracelet. She kind of like looks it over and see her shut her eyes for a moment, and then as she reopens them, they glow blue. As if she's seeing in a different way. Oh my. This is not just... This is not just high-level magic. This is God tier. Whoever put you on this, or put this on you, has access to magics even I cannot cast.
Should I be frightened?
I mean, that depends on who could have possibly put this on you. Tell me, where were you before you came here? What do you remember?
I'm just reading what I wrote. I don't remember.
All good. I mean, you are obviously a Shatter Kai. I assume even in your memories you came from the Shadowfell, but remember your life before you came here.
Before I came to the material plane,
Yes, yes, of course.
why the the is it the case, Claire, that the Raven Queen had taken over?
That was the Raven Queen's realm. I believe you wrote that you were in her service for like 70 years or something.
Yeah. Um, I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
That's fine. So you start to tell her, basically you give her a quick rundown of how you served the Raven Queen for 70 years or so, and how you came here. You've been here for a while now. But she says, "Oh, please, more detail." So as she takes a seat next to you and is listening quite intently. And as you go through these particular she asks for more detail, and basically you spend a few hours basically regaling her of your stories, none of which you find to be particularly interesting or important. But as you tell her the stories, now and then you kind of stammer and stutter, as if you're trying to remember, and you've got two different things that are jumbled up together. You have to try to make sense of them. But when you get, eventually, after a couple hours, you get to the wizard found. He asks you for a name. Would you like to give her a name? Do you remember the name? Or would you like to make one up as a player?
Sure, I can make one up. Um, uh, he was a bearded fellow. He had me call him Sir Frederick.
Sir Frederick?
I thought it was amusing as well.
A wizard who uses a title of a knight. There are very few of those.
It may well have been a jest. I suppose I'm not quite certain of his given name.
Would you mind giving me a few minutes? I must leave, but I will be back. I wish to continue this conversation.
As you wish. Thank you, my lady.
She nods, and she leaves. She leaves you guys in this room. At this point, the guards are looking around rather bored, and Thoros and Junto, you guys notice that a couple of guards kind of like smile at each other and nod. One of them reaches into a pocket. What do you want to do?
I want to see what the fuck he's doing. Can I perceive that shit?
I mean, as he reaches into his pocket, you can see he's reaching into a pocket.
I mean, can I tell he's readying for something?
Pocket pool?
Jesus Christ. You can give me what's the word? Perception. Or
Rip.
insight, but we'll take your roll, so it's a 4 plus what to your insight?
Insight is 6.
Okay, so the same. It's a 10. You're not sure what he's doing, but he's got a sly smile on his face. And he's starting to pull something out of his pocket as he looks directly at you, approaching. What do you want to do?
I want my body to be ready, but I don't want to look like I'm ready.
He walks over and he pulls his hand out of his pocket. He opens it, palm up. And you see a set of dice. Care to play?
Um, sure.
All right. He also pulls out a small coin pouch. And the other one approaches you, Thoros. And one approaches you, Relira. Each of them pull out a coin purse and a set of dice, asking you all if you want to play.
What are we playing for?
Just some pocket change.
What game are we playing?
Dice, of course.
Player to DM, is that craps?
I don't know. Hold on. I didn't think that
Okay.
far ahead. All right, simple dice games. Here we go. This guard here next to you, Thoros, says, just in case she comes back, we should go near what my post is. If you don't mind.
I'm probably going to take a pass on the game. I don't know the odds. Call me the stick in the mud.
They say Craps is really only a one-player game, is it not?
Multiple people can play, but you're still betting on the pass of the con.
So roll 2d6. Win if you get a 7 or 12. If you don't, you can double your bet and roll 1d6 and add it to your previous total to try and hit a 7 or 12 again. So yeah, basically craps.
Pretty close to craps, yeah.
You in?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh. Shame. You look like a betting minotaur.
Surprisingly conservative Minotaur. Sorry to disappoint.
He goes over and asks one of the other guards to play, and he agrees. Junto and Relira, are you going to play?
I'm in.
I'll play a couple rounds.
All right. So we will start with Junto and the guard. Junto, how much are you betting?
200 gold.
He kind of balks at that. I mean, I was thinking like in the silver area. I don't even think I've made 200 gold in the last like 10 years.
All right, then I guess 2 silver.
All right. That sounds more my speed. Guard will also bet 2 silver. Same question to you, Relira. The guard up by you will also ask.
Four silver.
Man, kind of heavy better. All right. I think I can match that. And he pulls four silver out and puts it on the table. Junto. 2d6.
Bam.
All right. He is going to leave that in the pot. Are you going to try to double your bet, or you want to leave it in the pot and bet again?
I will double my pot, so I'll match their 4.
Okay. Actually, you know what? He will too, because I read that wrong. It is. So now you roll 1d6. Gets 11. You get 12. You win the pot.
Hell yeah.
So you get 4 silver on top of your total. Really, or shit? You are up. Two d6, please. Do you want to double your bet or leave it in the pot?
Leave it in the pot.
He is going to double his bet, so he will put another 4 silver down. That is a 10. You both. Fuck. How does that work, John?
What's that?
If the money in the pot is not won, do you both get your money back?
So usually you roll, and on the first pass or on the first roll, you either roll 7 or 11. If you don't roll that, you roll another number unless you roll a 1, in which case you lose automatically. But if you roll another number, then you try and roll that number again subsequently for the player to win. Or if the player fails to roll that second number again, then the house wins. Does that make sense? So say you roll a 5 the first time out. To make the point, you got to roll another 5. And if you don't, then the house wins. If you do, you win.
There's no house. They say, you know what? Let's change the game. This one isn't working. Let's just do, higher number wins. 2 dice each.
Perhaps somebody would want to arm wrestle uh the Thoros over here if he's up to it.
Every guard in the room howls with laughter. Yeah, that's a bet they are not going to take.
So that's a no?
Definitely a no. They laugh. Nah, we're more about the dice here.
Well, I'm going to sharpen my halberd. I'm not trying to start anything. I'm just burning time, so don't take it personal. And
Yeah,
while they're Jit are playing dice, I'll just work on my halberd and sharpen it.
sure. Junto and Relira, do you guys want to change the game to something your DM can understand a little easier?
Yeah, I'll do something easier for my person.
Did you have to say it like that?
Yes.
All right. And Relira, how about you?
Let's give it a go.
All right. Junto, he's going to put 2 silver down.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
He's going to put 2 silver down.
I'll put 2 silver down.
Roll me 2d6.
Sorry, new keyboard.
You win. Add 2 silver to your hand or to your inventory. You'll put 2 silver down again. Sorry, forgot. Relira, it's your guys' turn. You'll put 3 silver down.
I'll put 4.
He looks at you.
I'm not a gambler.
Says, if we go with this consistency, I'm going to spend my entire paycheck in 5 minutes. Maybe we just stick with 2 silver bets, huh?
Why don't we play? Sorry. Okay. Sure. 2 silver.
He shakes his dice, waiting for you. You can roll your 2d6. He loses again. Junto, your guard puts another 2 silver down. So earlier you can add 2 silver to your inventory.
Can I try to make small talk with them while their guards are down? No pun intended.
Sure, what do you got?
I'd just maybe ask, how long you've been doing this gig? Where where do you come from?
Water deep, born and bred. Been a city watchman for the first, I don't know, 7 or 8 years, and then I caught some pretty important people doing some shady shit. Put it that way, and well, this is my reward. Fucking boring though.
How about that? You do something big, you never have to do anything big again. And they call it a prize.
Yeah. Well, it is an honor, but I would much rather be, out there busting, the traveling circuses, pedophile rings, and bringing down nobles who are taking advantage of the common people. But you get offered this station, not exactly something you can turn down, unfortunately.
What are the perks?
Well, the council is pretty powerful, and with Lady Silverhand, she's pretty strong. So safety, I guess, if that's your thing, you consider that a perk. Not very likely somebody's going to come in here and try to wipe out the council.
How are the council members themselves?
Most of them are uppity assholes. Lady Silverhand's all right, though. The rest of the council's made up mostly of, like, guild members. There's, captains of the guard and captain of the city watch, treasurer. All of them, of course, rich. At least 3/4 of them of noble birth.
And here you pay here you'll lose a week's of worth betting on a couple silvers. Doesn't seem right.
Well, it's about the only excitement I get now. I used to come home and tell my wife about my day, Kind of got her a little rowdy, her man being a brave and dangerous guard. These days, though, well, you know how it is. You come home and she asks, "How was your day?" and "What'd you do?" and I get to say I stood in a room. Doesn't exactly,
Sounds-
wet the panties or nothing. And he
It
kind
sounds
of.
like you have some.
Sorry, go ahead.
It sounds like you have. Really tries to change the subject. Sounds like you have some interesting stories from the past. That is.
I mean, I got a couple, but well, I don't know if I got a whole lot of them. I mean, you've got a secret society after you. I'm sure you've got some pretty crazy stories.
Really snorts. Where do you think the uh, lady might be? Seems to be taking a while.
I don't really. And as he says that, the doors fly back open and she walks into the room. Junto, the guard, had put 2 silver down, but as the doors open, he immediately stands, leaving the dice and the silver coins, and runs back to his post. Same with your guard, Relira. He runs back towards his post as well. And as she enters the room and sees these 2 guards kind of like running back to the post, she looks at the 2 of them and kind of sighs and shakes her head. However, following her is another man. The man takes a seat next to you. Let's find where's it?
And Savage, not to detract from gameplay, but I told you wrong on craps, so I just posted a quick how-to on it. If you're bored.
Yeah, I'm more of a 5-card stud kind of guy, or Texas Hold'em, sorry.
Okay.
But
But I know how to play.
she leads a man back in, and the man sits next to you, and Lady Silverhand says, this is Dimitri. He's a local artist, and sometimes, well, I'm sure you've seen his work around the city. She says, he does all the wanted posters. She walks up, stands between the 2 of you, and says, now, I am going to place my hand on your head, if that's okay, and one on his head, and you're going to think about the wizard that you believe brought you here. That information is going to get transferred to him, and he is going to draw a perfect sketch of him. If that is all right.
Let's do it. Hello, Dimitri. Relira.
Hello. He seems very sheepish and kind of not depressingly withdrawn, but like an awkward withdrawn. Like he doesn't really talk to many people. Hi. And he like you notice that he doesn't really make eye contact. I'm ready if you are. And Lady Silverhand looks at you, waiting for permission.
Let's draw a wizard.
She places her hand on your head and one on his, and he pulls out basically a piece of charcoal and puts it in his hand, and he closes his eyes and begin to think of wizard. I want you to give me kind of intelligence check. I'm going to say history at advantage. You begin to think, and you get his face in your mind. And you're trying to hold it. And as you do, you can hear the charcoal moving very quickly on this parchment. It begins to sketch out a face. And after only a couple moments, you feel her hand come away from your head. You look down on the parchment and you see a perfect drawing of what seems to be a weathered old man in a wizard hat. Sorry, I'm having an issue with my microphone stand. Give me a moment.
It's not okay.
Okay. It's always okay. Now, this parchment does not look quite like what you pictured. What you remember is not a child in terms of human age, but to your kind, it would definitely seem like a child. He was young. In your memory, he was inexperienced. This is a picture of a very old man. Lady Silverhand looks at this portrait. It seems we have found a way to bring out maybe possibly a real memory. This does not look like the man that you remember, does it?
He looked a great deal younger. I see some resemblance, perhaps, in the eyes.
Well, if nothing else, this definitely gives us definitely tells us that your memories have definitely been modified, and they are in there. The original ones underneath whatever magic has created your memories. I'm going to put this out to some of the wizard schools and see if I can figure out who this is. When I know, you will know that you might talk to him.
I appreciate your time and collaboration on this matter. I certainly don't want to bring any trouble to your community.
Yes, I really do not want you to either. But having concluded things with you for the moment, you, Thoros.
Yes.
I wish to speak with you now.
Okay.
As you know, those of your ilk are, well, they're normally a people of war, often rage and hatred. I am
Historically, I
curious.
was.
I'm curious
Go ahead.
as to what brought you here.
I want to be distant from that. I don't want to be that anymore.
I see,
I'm
and
tired of.
sorry,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I'm tired of the violence and the anger.
Relira gives Thoros a slightly surprised and gentle look of camaraderie, realizing that they share this common experience.
She nods. I see. And I know you also normally travel in clans, familial tribes and such, and they often do not look kindly upon their people leaving. So I must ask, am I to expect a clan of Minotaur to show up on our city doorstep, as it were, looking for
If
you?
if they do, I'll help you fight them. I have nothing more for them, and I want nothing more from them.
I hope you don't find this too forward, but do you mind if I take a look? As she motions towards your head.
Do I have a choice?
There's always a choice.
And I'd rather not at this time.
She kind of narrows her eyes and says, very well. I will not force you.
Thank you for that.
But I just hope you know that if your name happens to come up with guards, I will be looking into it quite thoroughly. Should you be
Understood.
arrested, you will not have an option.
And let's get it over with now.
Very well. You are quite tall. Would you mind having a seat, please?
I'll sit down and lean my head towards her. Careful to not hit her with the horns.
She puts her hands on either side of your head and she begins to waggle her fingers. Chance. Your past flashes through your mind. From your earliest memories to current. And as well, as she releases a spell, at least your memories are not altered. Though I did find some troubling things. You can give me an insight if you wish. You know what she's talking about, but you don't know if she intends to do anything about it. This your past happened in, was it Chult?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm pretty sure.
Outside this jurisdiction, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah, it is. She says, well, as I looked into your past, I did feel your regret, your
Thinking,
guilt and shame of what you did. And should that have happened here, well, I would obviously have no choice, but
I understand.
what happened did not happen in the jurisdiction of the Lord's Alliance.
You understand what I want to leave behind and why.
Yes, I do. Very well. You are free to walk the city. Do as you wish. And I will make sure that the captain of the guard is aware of the kind of person that you have become. And unless it is absolutely necessary, to leave you alone. You mean no harm.
This is true, and I thank you for your insight.
Now, tabaxis are they're rare, but I mean there is one that sits on the council chamber or the on the council, so. And you haven't really done anything or are the kind of person she would need to interrogate. There's a reason I had you call. Got on my notes. You know what? She's just interested in you, Junto. Well, that concludes my my necessary information, but she does look over towards you, Junto. Look like you are some kind of a monk. I'm curious, where do you hail from?
Hold on, I forgot what forest it was. I got this.
It was the High Forest.
Yeah.
I was unaware that there were Tabaxi in the High Forest. It is mostly elven territory, is it not?
Oh no, it is. But we got a nice little nook hidden away.
I assume that the elves would obviously know of you, or at least your order. What temple do you hail from? It's not in your backstory. You can go ahead and make one up. It's got something to do with open fist or open hand.
Yeah, once. The feel like we're a little bit of an offshoot of the Monastery of the Sun.
Monastery of the Sun. You have magic abilities. Well, not magic, but sort of magic. Is that correct?
Sort of.
So you can cause rays of sun to shoot from your hand.
Well, not me in particular, no, but some of my brethren. I'm one of the less skilled in that regard.
You should see him flip, though, Lady Silver.
Oh, I did. Just a couple hours ago.
Oh?
Well, yes, he went up to the council area and the guards told him to.
Oh, right, right.
Yes.
Apologies.
It was rather masterful. Though I am rather curious. Fuck, I'm having such a problem trying to figure out how to introduce your character arc Junto. Like I've got a kind of a plan for it, but like I don't know how.
Implementing it is different than the theory craft. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I know exactly how I'm implementing the other ones, but yours is. I don't know how to sprinkle that out. I should like to look into this monastery. I do have friends in some of the other ones around town. Have you been to any of them? The temples, that is.
The temple one sometime since I fell out of my
Very
tree.
quiet.
No, I've not been to a temple since I've fallen out of the tree and was found by Relira.
I'm sorry, you fell out of a tree.
Yeah, I was attacked by somebody. Don't quite know who they were, but they almost took me out. If Relira wasn't here, I'd probably be dead.
I see. Can you describe the arrow for me?
I can't to be honest. I was in quite a state when she found me, so memories aren't exactly gonna be that strong.
Well, I might be able to help in that regard, if you would allow me.
Oh. If I have to remember, I believe it was a special type of tip out of steel. It was engraved, but I can't remember the markings on it.
And
And the feathers on the end were red.
red. I see. Interesting. Well, this has been quite enlightening.
Does that mean something to you?
It might. That if I can try something, I don't need to delve into your mind, but I wish to try something else if you'll allow me.
What would that be?
Just want to see if possibly your memories have been altered as well.
Sure.
She walks over, and as she does, she gets closer to you and she casts a small spell. It's more says, hasn't been altered, but I just do a little tweaking. And she doesn't dive into your memories, but the memories are brought to the forefront. And you realize that your memory has been slightly twisted. It's probably because you were in and out of consciousness and whatnot. But she does say, sometimes when we remember things, we don't always remember them the right way. Sometimes the memory is simply wrong due to whether it be stress, pain, something has changed what it actually is. And as this memory plays out, you still don't see who shot you. But the color of the fletching of the arrow is actually not red. It is a bluish green. Now, you do not have to tell her this. She's not in your memory, so she doesn't know. It is completely up to you if you tell her or the others. But the time that you were unconscious and, in and out, floating down the river until Relir grabbed you, it seems brighter, easier to remember. You remember every fucking branch on the way down. You remember something else as well. When you hit the ground, your head was ringing. Hit it several times. The area where you thought you fell from the tree, it was a different tree. It was not overhanging the river. You stumbled your way through the forest after hitting the ground. Back towards your village where the monastery is. However, eventually you came to the river and you knelt down to get a drink, your head pounding. And you got a couple sips before you passed out, face down in the water. And the river started to take you. The tree that you were climbing, that is your rite of passage, is the high forest is near the north of the map.
Yeah.
This is the grandfather tree. It stands hundreds of feet above the rest of it. This single tree, you would know, basically populated this entire forest. It is almost what you would call a world tree. It is a sacred place for the elves. And as long as you're aware that your people had a pact with the elves of this forest. And the pact was basically you guys could use this as a rite of passage, climb the tree, as long as there was no damage to it. Now, for somebody to shoot you that high up would be a feat even for an elven archer. You may draw what you wish from that. But this is basically where you fell. You traveled basically several days, slowly bleeding out until you got to this small branch of the Desaran River. And then at some point, as you floated down, that is where Relira found you.
So I'm gonna let her know that I remember the initial color of the flagon.
She says, see. It looks like she's about to say something. Actually, give me an insight. She seems to think for a moment, and then it looks like she's about to say something, and then silent. Well, it seems you all have interesting, if not sad stories. I'm glad to have met you. I do have other things I must to attend to today, but I'm sure I will see you again. And I've already met Ray and Zin. There may be, I might have some jobs for you in the future, if you're interested.
I'm sure we will.
Certainly. Before we part, might I ask, do you have any advice or wisdom that should help us if those Oryx do find me again?
Well, what I saw in your mind, it looks like they had hired some local talent. I would keep your head down. And if they do find you, hide. If you can't hide, kill them.
Kill them sounds like it has possibility.
Say, wouldn't we just do that first?
Well, you must keep in mind that these that hunt you, Valera, they have powerful magics, dark magics. They know things that most normal wizards will never know, and if they do learn, will either drive them mad or have them imprisoned. Or even worse, wipe their mind.
Hiding it is, right, boys? Relira looks at her friends.
Grumble, grumble.
And it's not just you I'm worried about. If they find you, well, the high probability that in the resulting encounter, many Water Davians may die.
Might there be a reward for us hunting down and killing these people that are a threat to water deviants?
They are not a threat unless they find you. They are not of this plane of existence.
Got it.
And usually they are summoned here by one or two people who might be part of this secret mages society.
Got it.
I will dig up what information I can, try to help you. Because for them to come to this city endangers my people. And I cannot have that. I will let you know what I find out. Also about the wizard that you remember bringing you here.
Many thanks for your wisdom and time.
She kind of gives a slight head bow as a both a thank you and a you're welcome. Until we meet again. By the way, yeah, she starts head out, but she stops and. By the way, a lot of the mercenary groups have names. Has your group got a name?
Not as yet.
You wish to get more lucrative jobs in the future? I would come up with one if I was you. She kind of smiles before she turns and starts to head towards. As she leaves, those same 6 guards who brought you enter the room. Each group stands on either side of the door, and they motion towards you and the exit.
Back how we go.
Just like before, 3 march in front and 3 behind you. And they lead you out to the front gate of Castle Waterdeep. You guys have been in there for roughly about 8 hours with her at this point. Which you guys would know, being such an important person, is a very long time to have her attention.
It does
But-
seem odd.
But as you guys head out, what would you all like to do with the rest of your day? Any shopping you wish to do? Want to hit a local tavern?
Is there a place where we could seek out some magical items for sale?
Arcane Bob's.
Bob,
Was that a good sound or a bad
that's a
sound?
good sound. Bob's a nice
Okay.
guy.
Bob is my multi-universal merchant / wizard.
/ extra
Salesman.
being.
Sure. You guys can head up to Arcane Bob's. As usual, you find his small, like, 4x4 tent. Well, 4x10, I guess. Tent with the sign. Scrawled in sort of paint, says Arcane Bob's. Magical Emporium and goods. Guys walk in and, as per usual, get through a portal. And why is Arcane... Oh, there he is. Hey, where's Arcane Bob? As you guys walk in, you can hear the normal telltale snoring of Arcane Bob. Just snoring away.
Sit in front of him.
You know, earlier it's tradition to try and tie his shoes together while he's asleep.
Julian, you are very quiet again. I mean, I'm pretty sure that wasn't Relira, was it?
No, I'm just saying it's tradition.
Oh. Yeah, you guys find him passed out behind his desk, snoring away. What do you want to do? Hello?
We're here.
I'm looking online to see what possibilities there might be.
What kind of gold you got right now?
Oh, I think I'm pretty good. Let me see. I've got a bit over 7,000 gold and 221 platinum.
How much gold? 7,000 something?
Yeah, 7,137 and
Okay, so
221.
you got just short of 9,000 or yeah, 9,500 gold total, including your platinum.
Okay, and then 402 copper and 102 silver.
Food for thought. Don't have to, but it doesn't require attunement. Boots of elven kind make your footsteps make no sound.
Hmm, that could be useful. I also do have boots of speed.
Ah, never mind that.
Is this better?
Yes.
Cool.
It just sounded like you were like too far from your mic and shit, off and on.
Yeah, I just had to change the mic balance.
Gotcha. I mean, while we're here, does anybody else have anything they wish to do at Arcane Bob's?
Question for you, Savage. You'd mentioned in the last game that some things are worth their market value as posted in the handout, and some are not.
Yeah.
Are winged boots straight value, less, or more? They're wondrous uncommon.
Um, I would say probably worth slightly more. A flying speed is pretty heavy duty. Or sorry, not a flying speed, but giving you the ability to fly is pretty strong, especially since it is several times over. Actually, like 100 times more than what the fly spell can do.
Got it. So what do you think the market value would be on something like that?
Whoops. Let's see the handout. And they are uncommon, wondrous. Yeah. Wow. Should be only 5. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be around probably about 4,000. I would say.
Is that selling or buying?
Uh, Probably buying.
Okay.
Well, while she looks up what she wants, is there anything else you guys wish to do here?
You still don't know what's in that bag.
This is true.
Would there be a safe place to open it in here?
I mean, for shits and giggles, you could just use, dumping that out to wake him up.
Sure, let's do it.
Sure.
It is Arcane Bob after all. He doesn't give a
Bob's cool.
Yeah. You kind of sneak up in front of him. Junto is already sitting in the chair, and you walk over to the desk. You pull out the bag of holding. You hold it over his desk, and you turn it inside out. I want all of you to give me a D1000.
Do I type /r space D1000?
Slash R. Yep. Wow. Wow, really?
Lol.
Ow.
Oh my god. Thousand numbers to choose from. Roll a 30.
Damn, Thoros crushed this one, dude. Holy fuck.
Saving them up.
True. And you're right in the middle.
All right. 949 platinum pieces. 592 gold. 31 silver.
You rock, Thoros.
Yay.
On top of
I just
that,
need a calculator.
you guys also get some other shit. Let me see.
I think we just need to spend our time walking down alleys. Valera has this covered.
I'll be honest. You guys sided with the wrong guy.
Did we?
Yeah.
Interesting.
He was a piece of shit. Rip that dude off. Dude was right to ask for his money back.
Don't worry. We ripped him off too, so it's all good.
We
Yeah,
sided
we
with
didn't really
ourselves.
we didn't really side with anyone. Yeah, ourselves, but oh, sorry for that guy.
We're going to start with Relira. Give me a 5. Give me a D9. Eight. Not bad. Give me a D3. You find so these are all potions. Let me take a look what this one is. Hey. No picture of that one. This vial looks like water, though more viscous and thick. You'll have to have Bob identify them, but that is your first one. Junto. D9, please. Damn, bro. D7.
Ooh.
Wow, dude.
That's all. It's okay. All my good rolls were at the beginning when it didn't matter this much.
This is a heart-shaped vial with a pink liquid inside. Thoros, D9. Okay, not bad. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. Give me another D9. D3. This vial, description. Slivers of bone float in the viscous gray liquid inside this vial.
That sounds tasty.
Oh, sorry. Elixir of spike skin.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Relier, give me another D9. D7. Hey. This one is, you've seen before. This one is a potion of superior healing. Junto. Damn, bro. Holy shit. Give me a D7. Okay, a 5. Oily black liquid fills this vial.
I'll give you something oily.
You should probably see a doctor, bro. Thoros. E9. Seven. And give me a D4. The bottle itself is pitch black and it feels empty.
Got it.
Relira. Give me another D9. Okay. And another D9. You've seen this one as well. This one is a potion of supreme healing. Well, Junto, let's see if you can roll better than a 1. Give me your D9. Oh, there we go. Okay. D3. Holy
Oh
shit.
my
Okay.
God.
It is, there's a pink liquid that sloshes and moves even when the bottle is still. Boros. Okay. Give me a D3. Holy fuck.
Let's fucking go.
This bottle is filled with a liquid that swirls, and yet it doesn't seem to mix altogether. The shimmering chromatic colors swirl inside and yet remain separate. And now I would like each of you to roll me a D10, starting with Relira. So a level 5 spell scroll. You're not sure of the spell. Junto.
Boom.
Wow. You're not sure of the spell. Level 9 spell scroll.
Big money.
Boros.
God damn.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's not a level 9. It's a level 8 because cantrips are 1. So it is it's still worth money, but it is. Yeah, it's a level 8. My apologies.
Still
And
big money.
I mean, not nearly as big, I'll be honest. Level 8s
Yeah,
are
but
worth
still a
25
lot.
grand. Level 9s are 255 grand.
Still, that's good money.
Yeah. Thoros, a level 1 spell scroll. As the money and vials and scrolls burst from this bag of holding all over Arcane Bob's desk. Ah, ah, yeah. Oh, what on Mistra's multi-dimensional realm is this?
Stuff. Hi, Bob.
Uh, hi.
How was your nap?
Oh. Well, would have been better without that kind of a wake-up call. Sorry, I'm doing a gruff voice instead of an old man voice, and I don't know why.
It's okay. I'm doing an
Did
old
we
man voice.
did we interrupt a nice dream?
I also screwed up on yours, Relira. It is not a level 5, it's level... Because 1 is cantrip, so 2 is level 1 spell, 3 is level 2 spell, 4 is level 3 spell. My apologies.
Well,
Oh. Well, you know, potions of speed seem to be taking a toll. I'm quite tired. Well, what
we've
is...
got some
Sorry, go ahead.
we've got some spell scrolls here. We were wondering if you could enlighten us about.
Well, let me see. He picks up the level 3 spell scroll. Give me a moment. Oh,
Thought I'd see if it'd do calculator functions. So 190 platinum for everybody.
That's from the platinum?
Yeah, I'm just doing the math.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Relira, I need you to roll me a d9, please. Let's see who this is for. Eight. One, two, 4, 5, 6. And let's see what Druid and the Ranger, the only casters. Wonder what anything. It is a scroll of protection from energy. We have a level 1 spell scroll. Thoros, I need a D9. Or no, sorry, Junto rolled the level 1 spell scroll, right? Junto, I need D9.
No, I did.
Oh, you did? Okay,
You're on
yes.
level 8.
D6. One, two, three, 4. Okay, it is a ranger spell. And sorry, it is a level 1. Conjure mock animals. Junto, give me a D9. Four. Sorry, what number is it?
4.
4? Okay. And that would be for Druid Son. Level 8 Druid spell, huh? Oh my god. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, this one's more fitting though, I think. Spores of Madness. Those are your spell scrolls. Bob starts
Scroll
to
of, I'm sorry, Scroll of Madness.
Spores of Madness. Like mushroom spores. Arcane Bob starts sorting through it all. You guys kind of gather the coins off the desk, and you get your list of you get your potions and your scrolls lined up, and he begins to identify them. This will take you a while, but you guys are aware of now what they do and what they are. So, is there anything else you need, or am I just your identifying tool today?
You make it sound like that's not an honor, Bob.
I was gonna say, like, don't sound like we're not giving you business.
I'm just tired, you know. You can see he's like having problems keeping his eyes awake or his eyes open. By the way, can whoever has control of, I think, Thoros, do you have control of the other characters that are not here? No, you do
Don't
not.
think so. But if you want to give it to me, I'll add the money in for him.
All right,
We
I'll
can have him roll for stuff. I don't know if you want him to roll for stuff or not.
how much money was it?
And once I wrote it down, it's 118 gold, 190 platinum, and 6 silver.
It's a decent haul, though,
One van. That spell
Okay.
scroll's money, though.
right?
I'm not trying to end it, Savage, just to give you a heads up, though, we're at 5 o'clock Eastern.
I got 457.
All right, cool.
Wait. That doesn't sound right. That's definitely not right.
What's not right?
Because you rolled 949. That was platinum. That makes 9,049 gold. Or, sorry, 9,490 gold.
Yeah, but we had 118 gold, 190 platinum per person.
Oh. Oh, okay, I see. All right.
I mean, I can convert it all to gold if you want.
No, that's fine. Jesus, that's math. That's so much math. All right, let's see. For Ray, that is
Where's in when we need him?
for reals. And 190. That 100 and... No, she will have 259. And 6 silver. All right, her money has been added. I just gotta add Zin's. Christ, Zin. Zin's got a fucking horde, bro. Jesus.
Well, thanks. Now I know who to kill.
Bro's sitting on almost 1,200 before I add this in. Platinum alone.
Good man.
That's because
Save
he's
his
got
money.
his girl buying him everything.
Holy shit.
9 plus 1359. 9. We got and 6 silver. Okay. Now, Relira, do you have any idea what it was you wanted?
We can figure it out next time, maybe, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. I was just going to suggest if you don't already have it in mind, then just figure it out for our next session, which was
7th, wasn't it?
I think so. Oh, 2 weeks. All right. With that, we are going to end. So I'll be right back. I'm going to do my outro and shit, and probably send out a raid because I got 5 people in chat right now. So I will be back.
Hell yeah.
That's so weird.
Boop. All right. So, thank you everybody for coming and joining me here. I'm gonna send out a raid. Let's see who there is to raid right now. All right. Let's see. We've got. Find out who we can raid. We have got. You know what? I'm gonna send y'all over to Mike Be Quiet. He is a good dude, and he's actually the guy's guild who we're joining in the Warcraft Classic. I will be back tonight to play some Warcraft Classic, possibly with Heavy Metal Sasquatch. We are starting some new characters, and we are going to run the shit out of that game, I think. So, please, everybody, give Mike Be Quiet a, let's see, all this. All right. Make sure to give him a follow. He's a good dude. He does a lot of shooters, and at the moment, he's also doing, like, Warcraft and stuff. So, hopefully, I will see you back here tonight, but definitely drop him a follow. He's good people. All right. And remember, everybody, be savage, go home. Pieces.